Hit the front, no D at the end, and welcome to the Young Elder Podcast, audio edition. And I think I'll just ramble on right now. Just talk about whatever, not about whoever, but whatever, whenever, however. For some cheddar, chicka chang, chicka cheese. Matter of fact, I gotta go and catch a breeze. Let me go ahead right now so I can do this with ease. There we go, I have to go and be free. There we go, I have to go and catch my breath. There we go, I have to re-up my health. Re-up the stakes. I already know I'm early, knowing dang well I am not late. There we go, I had to go ahead to a lake. Gotta go and up the stakes. I know I ain't too late. Gotta do what it takes. There we go, now I gotta go and bake me a cookie. Or is it some Oreos? I already know, look, see, about the Bordeaux. Or is it a border? Is it a Concord? Because right now I know I'm the number one man that's finna go conquer. I got that high key on me, cause right now I see everything. Right now I see what I'm finna go about from the Circle K. I'm in the mood for an icy. Let's just keep talking for a moment. Late night, 1 in the morning where I'm at. Hope y'all having a fantiggity-astic night. First and foremost, to any kids that are up, take y'all behinds to sleep. You young fellows and young whippersnappers and young, young lady. Oh my God. I really am at elderly status. Oh, I'm talking like an old man. You young whippersnappers. Oh no. Oh, I really am old. Well, I'm again. I've been saying this for the longest. I'm a 101-year-old man in a 22-year-old body. Like, ain't even joking about that at this point. I 100% believe this at this point. Like, I truly believe that I was reincarnated. I used to be an old freaking man back when I passed away. And now some of that just leached into who I am now. Probably why I don't have no regrets. Probably why I'm so eager to cut people off. Not like I'm just hopping for joy, being like, yay, yippee, let me go cut you off. But it's more like, you're acting weird. I learned my lesson from my past life. I'm cutting you off. Bingo, I'm out of here. And I just do that. So yeah, really, it's personal. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's personal if I cut you off. I would say nothing personal, but that would be me lying to you, me, and God. And I'd rather be telling the truth than be lying about something like that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's why I take solace in being alone. I'm so comfortable being alone because while yes, I've met people and I'm continuously meeting people, none really feel like home in a way. Not in a chaotic type of, oh, this is familiar and I'm attracted to toxicity, but more of a like, I'm a different person. I'm okay with being out of my shell. And I also know how it would feel to be in a healthy household instead of being somewhere that's toxic. That's what I want for myself. And usually I'm right. For me personally, screw it. Usually I'm right about these things. And I'll continue to be so. Because for me, I just simply want a true family. Yeah, go figure, but don't ever believe what people say to you at face value nor should you take what they show you on the surface as what they are. One thing that I've learned just from experience alone is that people, especially the positive ones and the negative and wicked ones, most of the population hide behind a mask. And that's so sad because there's either beauty on the other side of their mask or wickedness on the other side of their mask. And it's quite disappointing. Sometimes I wouldn't say I wonder if I wear a mask, but I wonder why I don't express myself fully. Like, yeah, a bit of me, like 40, 50 to 70% of myself leaches out. But what does that 100% look like? Sometimes wonder about that. Maybe the reason why I'm not at 100% is basically because it's a coping mechanism, not a coping mechanism, but more of a protective layer, if I'm being honest. Like, based on the fake family that's currently around me, as well as the one that I cut off because I'm physically not around them, I've learned how to basically express myself maximally without having other people try to limit me, while also making sure I can push past my limits. I shouldn't be around a family like that. Genuinely speaking, I shouldn't be around people like that. If I feel like I can't be my full self around people, I can't be around them. But screw it. It feels like an impossible task. Like a hard task, not impossible because nothing is impossible. It feels hard because I feel like there's a way for me to leave, but I'm so focused on the way that I want to leave that I can't even see the one that's right in front of me. But I also know, especially with how I am, I genuinely don't want nobody from my past being around me in my future. I already know, based on people's behaviors, they genuinely cannot come with me. I know that for a fact. Like, no matter how many times I may want them to come with me, I know they can't come with me to my next lifestyle. And that's based on them refusing to not only grow, but for them to not face the facts. And every day alone, it feels like I have to confront that about myself. Every time I have to fact check myself, making sure that I'm in truth, making sure that I stay consistent with that. So that when I go out there, or when I fully express myself, or when I speak, I know what I'm talking about. So that if anybody tries to bring any confusion around me, I'll cut them off, or I'll stay silent and move away. Either way it goes, I know who to stay away from, especially if they try to bring confusion around me. And that's the real kicker, man. Sometimes I really do wonder why I am still physically around the people that are not supposed. I'm not even going to say not supposed, that will not be in my future. There's a reason why I constantly say this, because God has personally showed me this. And yet that little bit of hope just keeps wanting to hang on. But I have to accept that they can't come with me. And maybe that's why a part of me is kind of scared. Because when I'm gone, I know for a fact that I'm gone. Maybe that's why I really haven't been taking no trips like I should be. Because I'm an opportunist in a way. Whereas, I can go here alone, take a one-way trip to here. I'm an adult. Even though I may be living on the streets, I'm away from them type of deal. And it's gonna force me to live on my own. It's almost like I'm putting myself in a messed up situation, but it's better than being around people who are constantly gonna put me down. Especially with the knowledge of knowing how my response, as well as my own actions, can really dictate where I go in life. Maybe I should just be reckless. Man, I still, dang, and even still, I have faith in myself. But there be these moments where I truly question what would happen if a situation happens. Because we as human beings, we really say, I'm gonna do this or I'm gonna do that. But when the situation pops up, you doing something else, or you quiet, or you this and that and this and that. And it really got me wondering, like, am I truly going to make that final decision? Especially when everything else around me is hard. Am I going to make that decision that'll allow myself to be in ease? Will I allow this life to be easy for me? Or will I try to make it hard so that I feel like I deserve it? When I already deserve it, just by breathing. And maybe that's what's beautiful about being human. Just by breathing, you need no permission to just breathe. You just do it. And maybe I should just look at my life like that. I'm not lazy. I'm not a bum. I'm not a brokey. I am willing to embrace living in my car. I am willing to embrace not having excess, but having enough. I am willing to be vulnerable, just so that I can be fully myself, no matter who feels threatened by me. Because I have grown adults older than me, literally old enough to be my daddy, my mama type of deal. My actual daddy and my mama. Confirmation there. Who just feel threatened because I don't need them. Because I'm willing to go through hard situations without saying I need help and succeeding. And maybe that's why they're jealous. Because deep down inside, they know the moment that they kick me out, or the moment that they truly never see me again, they'll know I'll be all right. Heck, my daddy already know that for a fact. It's been a year or two, and yet I'm still doing fine. I'm doing better than fine. To the point where when he comes around, if he even thinks about trying that with me, he'll see. And if he still sees that version of me in his head that he just don't want to let go of, I have the power to walk away. And maybe that's my true freedom and my true strength, you know? And maybe I'm just meant to find my own family. Family is never about blood. Family has never been about blood. Family has always been about the people who you can be yourself around 100%. Be angry, be pissed off at, and yet you can come back and still be 100% yourself without feeling like you have to put on a mask, without feeling jealousy, without feeling hatred, without talking behind people's backs, without letting people disrespect you, without letting other people in your family be disrespected by others. I just feel like I'm meant to build one. God has shown me that just because they're your blood, that doesn't mean they're your family. I've had literal strangers treat me more like their own than my own mama. And that's sad. The fact that I got motherly love from a stranger than my own mama. That's fucked up. That's really fucked up. I'm gonna leave this outro short. I still got to do some more deep introspection. But I just wanted to get this off my chest. Or at least I was guided by God to just hop on it. I heard a whisper, I followed it, and I see why. Sometimes, no, I'm not even finna say sometimes. As you're living this life, you will discover who your true family is. Sometimes it's blood, other times it's friends, other times it's random strangers on the side of the road or the streets. Other times it's random people who you just meet one time or twice or 3 times in a lifetime. And yet you know there's still love there across the country. No matter the race, sex, gender, ethnicity, age, they're family to you. And maybe that's what I'm here to discover with myself. To see who's my family, even when things get hard for me. I say peace out, adios.